Suzanne Shanali from Behind Me International Media. So today with me, I have Armaan Dhanjoons. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. So some of you might be already knowing him from Save a Scale. He has this Instagram page where he's getting reviews from people and asking what their favorite restaurant is. So we are going to talk about you and what made you want to get into this field of work.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, thank you for your time. I know that you're working and it was really hard to find a time as well because we are busy, you're doing a full-time job.
Yeah.
And tell me what you do in your free time now, other than you being an influencer, wanting to become an influencer. Who are you as a person? What do you do?
I think like since we're already at the park here, I love to play basketball right over there. So that's one thing. You love to play basketball. And also just like, you know, spend time with family, friends, reconnect with them. I think that's a really good thing. Quality time, right? And then also like having me time as well, like having personal time to yourself, relaxing and seeing, you know, how you can improve and just reflecting on things in life. So that's kind of like what I like to do. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it takes up like a long portion of my day, honestly, those things. So that's the main thing, honestly.
That's great. So you're prioritizing that.
Exactly. Time. And also the gym. I love to go to the gym a couple days a week too.
That's good. That's good that you prioritize your personal time.
Yeah.
And I must say, this park is quite big.
Yeah.
And you made us drive like 1 hour to meet you today.
I did. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Okay, Armaan, when talking about your page, Save a Scale, I've seen that you have interviewed quite a lot of people asking for what their favorite restaurant is. So what made you want to, you know, get into that trend or become an influencer overall?
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing is like, I love going to restaurants and like, I feel like food is one of those things that really unites people together. And it's really a relatable topic. And I've seen the videos on Instagram before where it was like the, what do you do for a living? Same style, like street interview style.
Yeah.
So I just thought like, hey, why not combine the two things, combine a trend and then also combine kind of this thing that everyone loves, right? Like restaurants and food and stuff, and just combine both and see what happens, right? So that's kind of what I did and where the inspiration came from.
Right. So you didn't think about, you know, reviewing food yourself?
No. Because I found like everyone was already doing that. I wanted to do something different.
Okay, great. So how was your experience on your first video? Was it difficult to get people to talk to? Was it uncomfortable?
Yeah. I mean, definitely like when you start something new, I think like it's a big learning curve and a big challenge. And it was definitely like, you know, a bit scary to approach people and ask them for interviews to get the permission to record like in a mall when they're busy with their own life and stuff. But honestly, over time, you just start learning how to do it and just like, you get used to it, you know, like anything else.
Are you usually, your personality is, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I wouldn't say about it. I would say a bit of both. Like I could be an introvert, but I can also be an extrovert.
Right. So you didn't have any challenge of approaching people and doing your videos?
Not really. I mean, obviously at the beginning there is a little bit of challenge, but then you get used to that over time, you know, and you start building confidence. So I think that's the big thing.
Okay. What do you plan on doing next?
In terms of my page?
Yeah.
So I just plan on like keep on posting videos and just like adapting to different trends, improving my video quality, my video editing, and just making the videos more entertaining for people to watch. And then seeing how I can like, just like, you know, get more views and just like make it more entertaining and more fun for the people to watch. Honestly, that's the biggest thing.
Do you enjoy being an influencer?
Yeah, it's fun. Like it's, before I never got paid like to do like food reviews and stuff. So sometimes now like restaurants, they reach out to me to like do food reviews and go into the restaurant and try the food out.
Oh, so they invite you now?
Yeah, they invite me.
That's
stuff.
Awesome.
So like that's a pretty cool experience. Like honestly, like it is pretty rewarding and pretty fun to do that. So yeah.
So you do the editing, the shooting, production, the editing yourself?
Yes.
Great. So what was your inspiration?
I just wanted to kind of do something unique, like do something different. Like that's why I didn't want to do like the whole food review, like me going to the restaurant, trying the food and creating a page just off that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do something different. That was the main inspiration. I just thought of an idea. I'm like, hey, this might work, so let's go with it.
Yeah, since you're an upcoming influencer, did you like learn about things, which cameras to use, how to use sounds, which mics to use, editing tools?
Yeah.
What was your process?
You learn a lot. Like when I bought my first mic, it sounded so bad. And it was like a $30 mic, $30 mic from Amazon. And then you have to experiment with the different mics and see which one's better, which one's worse and stuff. And then like, yeah, you see what cameras to use. On my first video, you can even go back to my page. Like it was such bad quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys his first video.
Such bad quality. I'll share like an iPhone 11, you know, like super bad quality. And then I had to get like a new phone, and then like, you know, try and get like better cameras as well, like professional cameras. So yeah, it's like you learn a lot, you know, but it's good. Good
Can
learning
you?
experience.
Ooh, there are mosquitoes. Can you tell me some of the tips that you learned in terms of, you know, now you're growing on Instagram in order to get the engagement going, to get followers, to connect the community? What were some of your tactics?
I think just testing out different videos, seeing what people like, what people don't like, and you can judge those things from like engagement metrics, like views, likes, comments, shares, those things, right? So then seeing like which videos were performing better, why are they performing better, things like that, and just thinking more from the perspective of the person who's watching the video and see why would they click on this video, why would they keep on watching this video, thinking more from their perspective.
Okay, fun question. Have you ever gone to a restaurant fully based on the reviews of one of your guests or the people who reviewed a restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have? And did you like it?
I liked it. And I even like asked like, what's your favorite dish? And I tried the dish that they recommended. It was so good.
So what's your palate like? What cuisine?
I mean, I'm Indian, so obviously like I like Indian cuisine for sure.
Okay.
But I definitely like to mix it up as well, like Italian and then a bit of Mexican as well. I'm versatile. Like I love food no matter what. So I'll eat anything. You know what I mean?
So Armaan, now since you're an upcoming influencer, one of the biggest challenges that these influencers are facing right now, and one of the reasons why I think people are actually afraid to put content on social media, are the criticisms and negative comments. Have you ever got negative comments or feedback?
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, definitely. Like once in a while, you get comments on videos where it's like, "Oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Oh, there's no use to this." Or maybe they make comments of like not my video, but like people that I'm interviewing, and even that hurts me too because like, you know, they agreed to do the interview for me, so why should they receive negative comments to them? They didn't do anything wrong, right?
Yeah.
So you definitely receive those negative comments, but I feel like it's just part of social media, and like if you, as long as you have confidence in your idea and you're willing to, you know, just keep on going, it shouldn't bother you at all. It definitely shouldn't stop you from starting.
How did you deal with that? What do you usually do? Do you reply to them? Do you just ignore, delete them?
I tend to like hide comments that are like very, very offensive, right? Because I feel like even if I reply, it won't do anyone good. You know what I mean? So I tend to hide those comments.
And what do you think are some of the common misconceptions that people have about influencers? Have you ever faced any barriers because of that?
I think there's a conception that like influencers are like, I don't know, a bit like lazy or a bit like, I don't know, not hardworking. Like they just want easy money or quick money or like those kind of stigmas.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I think that's a
big
thing, especially from the older generation. The older generation thinks that a lot.
But honestly, that's a lot of work, right?
Yeah,
producing content, recording, doing the edit by yourself. Like, so do you do this for money? Or did you just start it because you...
Initially I just started it just to start it and just to see what happens. You know, that's why I started it.
So have you had collaborations so far?
Yes.
How do you like it? What was your best collaboration so far?
I mean, what do you mean by best?
Best experience.
Best experience. I mean, they've all been good experiences, right? I think like the collaboration itself was a cool experience because I wasn't expecting that when I started the channel. I was just saying, let me just interview people and just see what happens. But then, you know, eventually, like I reached out to some restaurants, and I had interviews with people who talked good about that restaurant, and they were happy to like collaborate and like do like a in-person food review. So I was like, oh, that's super cool. Like I could do that. Like, you know, and, I never did that before, so it was a really cool experience to do those food reviews and stuff. But they've all been really good. Like they treat you really nice, and like it's one of those things. Like you have to just hold on to those memories because that's one of the best parts of like seeing your work, like your reward of your work. You know what I mean?
True. So what is your reward? What do you expect? How do you know that, okay, I've done this right?
Well, obviously, like I look at my views, right? Make sure that like my videos are performing good, so that people like them. But like how are people engaging with them? Like do people like them? Like, you know, you can tell these things, right? And you can tell the difference between a good and bad video from like how much engagement is there, how much views is it getting. Like I'm pretty sure like I have a set target of like, you know, what kind of how many views I'm aiming for each video, because that tells me if it's an engaging video for the person to watch, or if it's I could have improved something, or I could have switched something around, or I could have asked a better question.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I frame it and how I judge good videos versus videos I could have done better.
Okay. Is there something that you feel like you could have done differently so far when you started? Maybe this could be a message to the upcoming influencers.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just like start as soon as possible. Don't overthink. Don't aim for perfection right away, and adapt as fast as possible, because you're not going to be good from the start, like no one is. And I'm not even like that good right now. Like I'm just an upcoming influencer. You know what I mean? But just like adapt and just keep on learning from things, and just like keep on going and see what works, see what doesn't work, and then just keep moving things forward. And then eventually you'll have that like self-confidence. One video will do good, 2 videos will do good, and then you just keeps on going after that. But I think you just have to have that momentum, and then eventually you just reach a point.
Something when you're doing recordings and when you're doing vlogs or creating content, there are bloopers, right? I look for those scenes.
Yeah.
Have there been any embarrassing moments for you when you're interviewing people or doing your content?
Embarrassing moments? I mean, yeah, like obviously, like when I started, like I was like, I guess it's embarrassing. Like I was a bit scared to like approach people, and so like I think one time I tried to approach somebody that I kind of stuttered, and like, oh, like never mind. Like, and then I went back, and then it was kind of weird because I approached them, and then I did approach them after and they were weirded out. So like it was like not with the interview, but like with the actual approaching for the interview. That was like an embarrassing moment that I had at the start.
Yeah, that's what like something that I feel is now, especially here in Canada, what I felt was a lot of people are not comfortable being present online. Like when you ask for an interview, they're like, no, I'm not comfortable being on camera, or I'm not good with talking, I prefer not to talk. So have you had those kind of instances, and how do you manage to get people to talk to you?
I think it's just about approaching it from like a friendly perspective. Like I don't even ask people to like, if they want to do an interview, I ask people like, what's your favorite restaurant?
Oh, just straight up.
Yeah. And then after I tell them, the reason why we're asking is we have an Instagram channel. Would you want to share about it? And some people don't want to be on camera. That's completely fine. But some people do. And then you just take those ones.
Have you got any rejections?
Tons.
Because I get so offended when that happens. I'm like, I'm so sorry for bothering you, that kind of thing.
Every time I go out to record content, I always get rejections. But like, they're not personal, right? They're not personal. They're not aimed at you. They just don't want to do it because of themselves, which is fine.
Okay, so we are going to wrap up the conversation with Armaan. So to end the discussion, Armaan, I have a few questions for you. So we're going to play a small game of Never Have I Ever.
Okay.
Up for it?
Yes, sure. Let's do it.
Okay. It's short answers, just around 5-6 questions, okay? Never have I ever deleted a post because of negative feedback.
No, I have.
You have?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Never have I ever gone viral for something I didn't expect.
Yeah, no, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
What was it?
So like this interview where this person was talking, I thought it would go viral because of her like because of like her story and stuff, but like it apparently just went viral because like for the wrong reasons, just because of like how she pronounced things and like things like that. So it was kind of like
that's sad.
I know, it's so sad, right? So then I had to like, that was a good experience.
So it's still there. That video is still there.
Yeah.
You let it.
It's still there because if someone doesn't say anything, then I think they're fine with it. And I always like to hide comments wherever. Mm-hmm. So if someone doesn't say anything, I keep it up. But if someone says something, then I take the video down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never have I ever used a fake or staged scenario in my content.
No, never fake.
Never. Okay. You're authentic.
Yeah.
Never have I ever attended an event just for the free swag.
Like
Don't tell me you have never.
What kind of event? What do you mean?
Any sort of event, like maybe a collaboration, or maybe someone tells you to do something. You just go for the swag.
For the free swag. What do you mean by swag though? What do you mean by swag?
Anything. Free food. Anything. I don't know.
Nah, I never went for anything for free.
No, don't tell me.
Never for free. Never. Like no, never. Like never.
I mean, come on. I go for events. Come on. Weddings is one. I go for the food.
Oh, you're talking about in general, not just for my
In general,
page.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, of course. Nah,
Yeah, see,
yeah, like obviously,
can
like
never be
like
never.
weddings. Weddings is a good one. Yeah, weddings is a good example. Why not, right? Like sometimes, like you know, like the wedding, like maybe it's like a distant family member, like you're not really that close to them, but like you know, there'll be good food there and stuff, so you just kind of go for that, like that. I mean,
Yeah, so
yeah,
definitely, that's why I said it cannot be never.
yeah.
Never have I ever received a rude or inappropriate message from a follower.
From a follower, I don't know about, but I have received rude messages from people.
Rude
But I don't
and
think,
inappropriate?
yeah, for sure. But I don't think it's been a follower. It's never been a follower of mine, but just random people who like comment on my video.
All right.
Yeah,
How
but
do you respond for that?
Would
you like to share?
Nah, I just hide the comments, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question. Never have I ever tried a dish solely because it was highly recommended by my followers.
I have tried it. Yeah, I have. I tried this restaurant called Kag's Daba. It's in Brampton, and the person recommended the paneer lababdar. It's like a little Indian dish, and they said it was the best paneer lababdar in the GTA. And I tried it myself, and it was so good. Like it was really good. Like it was better than anything homemade, and I just loved it. So it was really good.
Great, and you loved it.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
So Armaan, that ends our discussion. So thank you so much for having this chit chat with me.
Awesome.
And I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So you guys can always watch Armaan. You can follow him on Savor Scale. Yes, that. And also you can follow Behind Me. You can subscribe to our channel. We have our Instagram page and YouTube. You can watch and follow our content and keep updated with the future content. Thank you so much for watching.
Subscribe and follow Behind Me International Media.